It's the Slam Dunk.
Yeah, okay, so New Zealand's driver licensing regime and process remains a bloody shambles, despite the government stepping in to fix it up. Shit, if this is what they call fixed, then imagine if it was broken. It's simply taken far too long to get a licence, and people are having to fly or drive to other cities to secure a timely booking to sit the test. Otherwise, it's months and months and months and months of waiting. It's a bloody shambles, and surely we can do better. I mean, a driving instructor has said this morning that one of his students drove 500 kilometres, to sit the full test because the wait times were so long where he lived. There were no spots available for months. Alistair McGregor, he's been running the county's driving school for 20 years. He said that the man drove 6 hours from Pukekohe to Dannevirke. He drove to Dannevirke for the test. That's where the Vikings are, yeah? So he drove 6 hours to get a test. It's bloody ridiculous. Earlier this year, the government announced that it was scrapping unlimited free resits for driving tests in a bid to cull these long wait times. It hasn't worked. There's got to be another answer. Usually it's about putting more people on or letting other agencies undertake the tests. You see, it's really simple for me. Just resource the bloody thing properly. It may not have occurred to recent governments, and I include this one on this, but the population keeps increasing because we open the gates and people flood in. Guess what? That means more people want their houses, more people want schools and hospitals and doctors' visits and driver licensing test appointments. And they buy cars and they need a licence. So you stop the stupid experiment where we consciously have settings that allow more than 100,000 people to come in every year, so our economy gets bigger, but we don't follow the funding. We don't. 15 people waiting for 10 slots becomes 45 people waiting for 10 slots. You get it? So we're going to have government settings that boost the population. Well, fund it alongside it. And if you aren't going to seek a public debate on it, can you at least remember to build new roads, put on more buses, hire more driving instructors, because the status quo is idiotic. It doesn't work. And we don't want to wait in queues by design. You've designed these queues for us. We'd rather you fund the mess you created. Stop eating your lunch at Parliament, fluffing about and wasting money on silly things, and do the important stuff first. So start population funding across all sectors. I think you'll be shocked how much you need to put in to make up. And that sums up what we're all experiencing right now in the real world. Long queues, wait times that do your head in, and ultimately reduce people's standard of living. It restricts how productive we can be as a nation too. To the politicians, this is your job. Take it seriously. Stop doing the same thing and expecting a different result. Think creatively. Hire more people, whatever it takes. Laying people off when the queues exist seems really, really odd to me. But there you go. That's politics.
Duncan Garner.